share my screen with you. I haven't done
Hold up.
that yet. Hey,
Hello?
I see you. It's not from your phone though. It's from a camera behind
I
your
know, I
screen.
know it.
Okay.
I have to make sure you can hear me.
Yep, I can hear you. I'll probably bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, right there. A little bit. Yeah, right there. Can you not get it there? Yeah. All right. That's good. Perfect. I think that'll be good. All right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 16 of the Chris and Tim podcast. We got Chris here today. How you doing?
Going on, doing pretty well.
Doing good, doing good. We kind of hear you a little low on that one, but I don't know if it's that mic that you're picking up.
You can hear me?
Yeah, that's a little better. There you go. All right. Anyway, first off, I wanted to start the show saying congratulations to Chris. He just graduated from college with an associate's degree. I don't know what criminal justice, he said. Sorry. Criminal justice. Doing big things, so congrats to Chris. See what people are doing in the chat. Gridiron Yuki's here. What's up, Yuki? Dominic Montano says, yo. What up, Chicken Rico? He said, what up, Jairus? And here we go. All right, first off, I just wanted to start the show with quick updates of the scores of the current games going on. The play-in game between the Grizzlies and the Spurs. Memphis are currently destroying the Spurs. Did they just make another bucket too? 27-6. Absolutely manhandling them to start this game. Also, the Caps game is on and currently 1-1 in the second period. So hopefully that turns for the better.
Good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
No,
I'm good.
you're
Go
fine.
ahead.
Yuki and Montano both say congrats to you for graduating. So
Thank you, Montana.
Good.
How are you?
job, Chris. All right. So a little NBA stuff first. I was going to start with you. There was 2 play-in games yesterday. Did you see any of the highlights or any of the scores of those games?
Yeah, I seen the scores. Didn't see much of the highlights though.
Yeah, it was highlights for one team, lowlights for the other teams because the Pacers absolutely just manhandled the Hornets. They were just up on them all game. And then the Wizards ended up being destroyed by the Celtics, but it was a 2-point game at half, and Jason Tatum went on an absolute tear with a 26-point third quarter in the night with 50 points, and the Celtics ended up taking care of business and earning themselves the 7th seed. They will face, so it's the Wizards versus Pacers tomorrow night. And who do you got in that game?
Wiz kids.
Ooh, you got the Wizards. Nice. So they're going to lose the 7-8 game, but they're going to keep the 8th spot over the Pacers. I like that.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be interesting. I think actually this might be a game where I think they may end up not getting knocked out of the playoffs. I had them winning last night, but I'm going to have them losing this time, and maybe I get a little bit of reverse psychology there and maybe get a W. That'll be fun. Alrighty. Asan says, congrats. Who? Asan, Chris graduated from college with an associate's. That's what we were congratulating. All right, so now let's go ahead and hop into the real news of our Washington football team, okay? Morgan Moses, we're going to start with big old Morgan Moses, given the option to seek a trade per reports. Chris, give us your thoughts on Morgan Moses essentially maybe being ousted in some way.
Morgan Moses. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. But whoever you think you're about to start at right tackle is not going to be better than Morgan Moses, which I'm quite fine with because I want to lose any. So, I mean, I was thinking earlier, could Lucas be on the left and what's his name?
Leno.
Leno be on the right, and when Sheriff leaves, they plug in Sam to right guard and keep Flowers at left guard or something like that. Or maybe, I mean, if you want to first, okay, you want to trade Morgan Moses, but you don't want to trade Brandon Sheriff. I'm confused. Which one is going to get you back more value? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
You'd
and
be
you could
better
probably get
off
a lot from
packaging them
Brandon. Yeah.
both. I package them both because Brandon's walking anyway, one way or the other. Let me see if I can package them both and maybe a first rounder. See if I can go get me a quarterback. I ain't gonna package no first rounder. Maybe package if I can get the Derek Carr before he was a crybaby. We know they need offensive line. Give them Sheriff. Give them Moses. That their offensive line is set and ready to go. Give me Derek Carr, and we'll figure it out from there.
Derek Carr for Morgan Moses. Interesting, interesting. Well,
And
and picks, yeah, and Sheriff, right?
no picks.
Oh, okay.
And Brand.
Brandon and Morgan for Derek Carr. Interesting. What's crazy is that those two are actually gonna get paid more this year combined than what Derek Carr is going to get. Actually, Brandon Sheriff is almost getting as much as Derek Carr his own self. That's a very interesting take. But no, from reports, and it's interesting. I don't know how true these are. You know how accurate these are going to play out. There's still a lot of camp and a bunch of stuff before preseason to see what they're going to end up doing is shaking out at the offensive line. But it seems like Leno Jr. was brought in to be the starting left tackle. And then they're talking about Mr. Sam Cosby not being drafted in the second round to sit. And so he may be our, yeah, I know. And then he might be our right tackle. And then you're just shoving Lucas to the side, saying, hey, you had a nice year coming in for Jerron Christian, but you're actually going to be a backup now to a rookie and a guy that we decided to bring in for only $5 million. And I think that's extremely interesting and telling. And I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, but I mean, that's pretty weird to me.
The way I look at it, I just feel like if you want to, I think a lot of these pieces are tradable. There's a lot of teams that need freaking tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they might not be all world, but they solid enough to, they can get the job done. So
yeah,
I mean,
for sure. So it's interesting, but on the Morgan Moses front, my first thought was why. When I heard the news, I was kind of confused. I'm like, that's kind of seeming like outfield, right? And some people are saying about the Jonathan Allen, which we'll get into. Other people are just, and then like at first I'm like, wait, I like our depth, and it's true, I do like our depth. But when you look at it, how are all of these guys going to make the team? And I think you kind of touched on this when we first talked about it. But because right now they still have Cosme, or they just drafted Cosme. They still have Leno, Lucas. So those three, assumingly, are all going to make the team. Sadiq Charles, are they considering him a guard or not? But even if you consider him a guard, you're kind of crowded at guard.
I mean, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying. Yeah, so it was like, if you can move some of those guys, like if I can get some draft capital for some of those guys, I'm moving. I probably can get a fifth maybe for Sadiq Charles, maybe a sixth.
Right.
Something like that. But for Morgan Moses, I want no less than a third. No less than a third. That's a starting right tackle.
I mean, a tackle is valuable whether it's left or right. So I do agree. So if you have a starting caliber one, and this guy fights through injuries, he does get banged up and nicked up quite often, but the dude barely misses time whenever he does get nicked up. Like you see him, he's coming off and he's like getting helped off the field. He ends up getting his ankles taped up. he's back on. Or his knee gets tweaked or something, he ends up getting it, wrapped up, and he's back on the field a couple plays later. Like, the dude he's huge. I mean, you can only imagine being 6'8", 330, I think he is, with a rolled ankle, putting any pressure on that. You gotta have some mammoth ankles to survive that kind of impact. So good for Morgan. I do agree that I would like a third, and maybe even a third plus, third and a sixth, third and a seventh, or something like that. I would like.
A player. I want a player. If I can figure out a way to get a starting middle linebacker with good upside, maybe anything's better than Bostic.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get another starter, you're definitely going to hurt.
You look at the Raiders.
Uh-huh.
You look at the Raiders, they need a tackle, obviously. You look at Seattle, they need a tackle. You look at Green Bay, they need a tackle. So those are the teams that will be in the market. You look at Denver, they need a tackle. So what can you extract from those teams, to get regular compensation for Morgan?
Yeah, I don't.
Because Seattle's not going to give you any. Like, which team would you really want to try? Like, okay, with this team, I can get the most value out of. I don't think it's Seattle. I don't think it's I don't think it's Denver. You know what? Morgan Moses for Caden Stearns.
Morgan Moses for Caden.
Free safety. Let's go.
You in your dreams.
I would do that.
In your dreams, yeah.
You want to like that trade?
Would I like that trade? Well, no, because I would have liked them to get him in the fourth instead of John Bates. So I would be pretty upset if we got John Bates instead of Caden Stearns to then go ahead and trade Morgan Moses for Caden Stearns. I would think that's kind of ridiculous. But I would still want to pick because, I mean, I know you are in love with Caden Stearns. I think Caden Stearns has some things he has to work out that are pretty important.
Okay, Moses in a 6th and give me Stearns in a 4th.
So Stearns in a 4th for Morgan in a 6th. Morgan in a 7th. Morgan in a 7th, and then I'll do the Caden in a 4th. So that's the trade.
Solid.
What are you guys saying over here? Our O-line is still nice as the sun. I can see Morgan Moses going to Green Bay or Cincinnati, says Yuki. Green Bay is definitely an interesting landing spot for him.
What would I want from Cincinnati?
Jamar Chase? No. Dominic says, I believe in Cosme. Cosme, I mean, as a starting left tackle, I have my doubts as Cosme. As right tackle, it's a little bit more interesting, but he's got to gain a little weight for me. I love his quickness though. D Brown's here and Luz is here. What's up? Watch Ron cut Kelvin Harmon, our best possession receiver.
He's not cutting Kelvin.
He might. That receiving core is definitely deep now. All of a sudden, you're coming off an injury. They seem to be getting rid of old, draft picks of the past. They're definitely seem to move on with what they consider their guys. And if Kelvin Harmon is not in consideration of their guys, he's on the chopping block. And also, a best possession receiver might be a little bit. Well, first of all, Terry McLaurin's better as a possession receiver. Terry McLaurin's better at everything. But De'Ami Brown is not a bad possession receiver. I think he'd be a very, very good, actually great possession receiver. I think we have a couple of really good ones. And then
why do y'all keep trying to make it seem like Kelvin Harmon is just only one-dimensional? Like, I'm getting tired of it. Like, he's not one-dimensional.
No, he's a big dude. Not. He's got great hands, good route running. I like him.
Definitely making this team. He's definitely making this team. He's a lock.
He's a lock.
God tripping.
I would say that he's most likely going to make the team, but at the same time, I don't think he's a lock. I really don't. It's interesting, but we'll see.
Everybody else.
I mean, he's more of a lock than like Cam Sims. I like that, but we'll see.
They trade with the Chargers. They ain't got nothing.
Chargers. Who brought up the Chargers? I missed who said the Chargers. I don't know. But Chargers, yeah, they just drafted a tackle, didn't they? Didn't they draft Slater or
That's a
something like
left tackle though. They still need another tackle on the right side.
that? Maybe.
But you know what? I found a deal for us. Moses in the seventh. For Stearns in the fourth.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. What
If
up,
we
Bob?
did that, oh my gosh.
Chris would find new life. Chris all of a sudden would love us because he loves
You
his
ain't
boy.
lying. He was not lying. If we found a way.
What up, Patrick West? He says, "What's up, people of the HTTWFT?" Jared Tears here. Momo for Leighton Vander Esch from Dallas. I would not be sending Morgan Moses in division.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
But you know, I would do it. For Leighton Vander Esch, heck yeah.
For Leighton Vander Esch, how old is Vander Esch nowadays?
A healthy Leighton Vander Esch is a top 5, top 6 linebacker in the NFL. It's just health problems with him. I would do that. We would get the better end of the stick.
I mean, considering our depth at the O-line and our lack of depth at the linebacker position, I do agree that we would be improving our team. But at the same time, they have a lot of linebackers. They drafted Micah Parsons and Jabril Cox.
But
and they still have
want to
Jalen Ramsey.
They want to put...
Jalen, what's his name? Smith, right? Jalen Smith.
I'm hearing they want to put Parsons at edge.
Parsons at edge. Mm-hmm. I did hear he had problems in the pass game as a coverage defender, so that could be interesting. But yeah, he's a beast at, he's a man beast at going after the quarterback.
They want to cut Jalen Smith or Leighton Vander Esch. We better be the first ones on the phone.
Fair enough. Vander Esch is still on his rookie deal. Is he that young? Oh, wow. Why did I think he was older than that?
Why Boston? You can just go out there and call KJ Wright. Oh, my gosh.
I would prefer KJ Wright over Bostic. Easily.
Then you will have Holcomb, KJ, and Jamin. Now, that's a solid 3.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Okay.
All 3.
But here's an interesting angle to this. Okay? So we've given him the option to seek a trade. Is a cut imminent if a trade does not work out? They could be thinking, like, if we cannot figure out a trade, we're moving on from you either way. And please don't think that way, because first of all, we may get him for nothing. And second off, if we do get anything, we just killed his trade value. Because we're not showing, like, there's a chance for every single team that's interested in him potentially to get him in the market.
That's what I was trying to. I forgot who I was arguing with. I think it was DRG. I was arguing with. No, it wasn't him. It was another guy.
Yeah.
But
AJ,
that's what I was saying. I was like, if I'm a GM, I'll just wait for him to hit the market, and keep my capital and just sign him under $7 million or something like that, like prove it here deal. That's what I would do, but I mean...
Especially if you're a team like Seattle, like a team like the Packers, like teams like that are trying to push for a playoff run, like, yeah, get them on a 1-year deal and try to protect your quarterback.
If you go to the Packers, I want Love.
Well, he may go to the Packers as a free agent, which is nuts.
Yeah,
but says,
I want to know who the teams that they're in talks with. I really want to know the teams.
Fair enough. Tim and Chris, we have 6 linebackers on the roster: Jamin Davis, Cole Holcomb, John Bostic, David Mayo, Khaleke Hudson, and Joe Walker. Is that really all we only have 6 linebackers all on the roster? That's interesting.
Yeah, well, Joe Walker's getting cut.
Yeah, most of them. Khaleke Hudson was a draft pick. David Mayo is a project guy they brought in. I don't imagine him probably making the team.
He'll make the team. I mean, him and Khaleke. Joe Walker's getting cut.
Yeah, if they don't bring anybody else, I guess he's kind of making it by default. Because how many linebackers did you bring? At least, 5?
I don't know. We know who the starters are.
Yeah, Jamin, Cole, and John.
No.
You're missing somebody. Is what's his name still on the team? There's Josh Harvey Clemens, and then
Josh Harvey got cut.
I know. And then there's the other one from Alabama. Is Sean Deion Hamilton still on the team or no? Is he gone?
Nah, he's with the Lions.
Okay, so he's gone too. Interesting. Jared Norris. Yeah, that's a no. Never heard of Joe Walker in my life. Interesting. Yeah, but anyway, sorry. That was kind of off track. But yeah, I'm actually very interested to see. We might see Morgan Moses off this team with no trade, which
I'll be angry.
which is just wild to me because I'm not desperate to get rid of Morgan at all, except for the idea of like how do you keep all of this the young guys still on the team? Because God forbid, they might still be interested in Jerron Christian staying on this team.
I think it was a money move.
Yeah.
Well, then again, that wouldn't be a money move because you could just let him walk. Or maybe they just wanted to save money. They must be trying to sign somebody. That's the only sense that make right now.
Right. And you're talking about a guy. You're talking about a guy in free agency, or you're talking about a guy on the team?
I mean, maybe they're trying to. I mean, $7 million. I mean, what are you doing with that right now?
I don't know.
I guess you're trying to bring in a starting veteran guy. That's the only thing that makes sense right now.
The only position you need is quarterback
and linebacker.
I mean, linebacker
and
a little
free safety.
bit. But free safety, they just brought in Bobby McCain.
Yeah, I forgot.
Whether you like him or not, but that's probably their idea of who's their starting free safety. Linebacker is a little bit more. I mean, like, yeah, you could use another linebacker. Don't get me wrong. If we brought in another linebacker, I would not be mad. But I'm just sitting here thinking, like, looking at the entire team, the only position that like clearly needs to be upgraded by a long shot is the quarterback spot.
Well, that you ain't the $7 million. Who you giving?
Exactly. So you're not getting one in this free agency. So I don't know. Very interesting stuff with Morgan Moses, but we are going to talk about what that money. So we kind of started to touch on it. What that money could be used for. And a lot of people are now speculating that this is a move to clear up cap space for the future because Morgan Moses is under contract for 2 more years. And that's another actually good point about the trade bait is they're getting him for 2 years if they trade for him now. If he gets cut, then they're only going to get him on a 1-year deal. So maybe there's a little bit of benefit there. But so the reason we may be trading him is should we extend and are we planning to extend Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle, former first-round pick? Is this a move to get our man Jonathan Allen under a long-term deal?
I guess, but that's. Well, what is $7 million gonna do? I mean, we don't really have money right now. We don't. We spent all of it. So, I mean, what you gonna get, John? I would love for John Allen to sign a contract. I would love that over 4 years.
Yeah, but no, it's more like not necessarily saving money for this year. It's saving money for years down the road, like the second year, because you're gonna get $10 million off the. Because currently, right now, we sit at $37 million, like right around $37 million of cap space for next season, which is, I believe, subject to change and probably increase based on the TV deals and stuff coming out. So that may increase when it actually is all said and done next season. I think that's only based on a small bump. When we actually went down this year, I think there's going to be a big bump, so we could get more. But if we have $37 million, and then that gives us $10 million more, now we're sitting around $47 million, and paying Jonathan Allen a potential, $18, $19, $20 million a year isn't as detrimental to the salary cap space.
Well, I mean, like if that's the case, you can just trade. You get better bang for your buck if you trade Morgan Moses at the trade deadline. Because it's gonna be teams, I need this, I need it, I need it, I need. So you better you get better bang for your buck waiting until the trade deadline than now. Because teams like, okay, well, they may wait. And if they're gonna wait it out, I mean, hey, okay. They'll be more desperate at the trade deadline than now. Because it's like, we just wait for y'all to do the offseason. But if you keep them, trade deadline hit, you can get somebody will be like, look, we need, and if he's playing very, 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 very well, you're gonna be like, okay, I want more.
Mm-hmm.
So I would try to keep him, but and then trade him away. I don't know how the contract worked. I don't know how much we will save if we trade him away then.
Mm-hmm.
But if we still save the same amount then I'll do it. Why not?
Even if we save less, if we in the long run, if we get more capital for him, that's a plus.
Exactly.
That's a plus. So because his contract is not that big. But anyway, so Jonathan Allen, what is Jonathan Allen going to get paid? And I'm going to say when he gets paid, because I would be upset, very upset, if he is not a Washington football team player for the long term. I think he is a great face of the franchise. He's an extremely hard worker. He's a fantastic player on the field. He's completely fits Ron's personality type. I don't see how this guy could ever walk out of the door, especially for this coaching staff, but really for any coaching staff. Jonathan Allen is just a guy you want on your football team. But what do you think he is going to end up with? Make your prediction of a yearly salary and how long.
So I said 4 years, $65 million, $50 million guaranteed.
4 years,
That was
65?
mine. Because Street Schools had posted like how much money we were supposed to have next year. It was 37 million.
Yep.
So, and he said we'll have that much because of all the players that we cutting. And I said this bring back. You got to bring back Logan. Got to bring back JD. And got to bring back. And if you want to bring back John, you can still fit all of that underneath the cap. And I said John would get 4 years, 65 mil, 50 mil guaranteed.
I think that's gonna happen. But I mean, let's see. So what does that end up being? That's gonna be basically a little over 16. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be higher. I think you're gonna have to do at least 4. I don't mind the 50 mil guaranteed. I think that could be okay for a 4-year deal, but I think that's gonna have to be up more like towards 75 million for the 4 years, getting in that 18.5 range.
Oh.
You're not paying it, Jonathan Allen, that?
No.
I'm paying Jonathan Allen that in a heartbeat.
I getting that production out of him, so no.
I love Jonathan Allen. He is a guy that eats
you
double
can
teams
love him.
all the time. He
No,
does
he
get
doesn't.
production. He's great in the run
He
game as
don't get
well.
enough.
He's awesome all around it. He can get after the quarterback. He can do it all. And I love Jonathan Allen. And I think he's going to get around 18 mil a year
He does not deserve that.
for an extension. I think he does. I think he's fantastic. What do you guys
If he
think?
get that, then Deron getting 30.
Hassan says 3 years, 38 million. What is that? That's cheap. I wish.
I get it to him.
Tim
He
wants
getting
his
no
twin,
18.
Brandon Sheriff, to stay in Washington? Of course.
Brandon not
Unless we can get
staying.
good-
Brandon
unless we get
gone.
good value for him. We're going to be a top 10 in cap next year without cutting anyone? Correct. Which is nice.
No. That's with cuts, I believe.
No, it's 37 million is just on the board. Like I don't know who we would cut.
I mean, they're not gonna do nothing smart with the money anyway. So
I think they handled the offseason pretty decent, actually. I think you're getting a little hard rap. Unfortunately, we didn't get the quarterback that we wanted, but William Jackson III's great. Curtis Samuel's really nice.
that's all we got.
And then they did have to franchise tag Brandon Sheriff, unfortunately, instead of paying him long term. But those three ate up a huge chunk of the cap space right there.
You could have just let Brandon walk. 18 million. You still have 18 something million right now.
Mm-hmm.
KJ, come over here. Sherman, we need you. Who else? What we need? Let's get him another middle linebacker for. You could have just, and then you could have just left. Just start Heineke. That's what 28 million. You know I could do with 28 million. Now,
Who else was out there?
All right, let me
Maybe
pay.
go get Kenny Galladay or somebody.
I probably could have paid 2 of my D linemen right now with 28 mil.
John Allen is undersized, overrated, doesn't command a double team. Trade him. Bill Belichick would let him
Roger.
go. Get the picks. Sorry, not paying him anywhere close to 8 mil.
18 mil. Thank you. I agree.
Cringe. I hope we get him at 16, 17 mil.
He's not overrated. I don't think John's trash, but I'm not giving him 18 million. No.
he is not a natural D tackle. I understand that. He was actually drafted as a D end, and we were playing a 3-4 at the time that he was drafted, so he was moved inside instead of being an outside linebacker, and then he ended up gaining weight for the D tackle position, and so when we moved to the 4-3, he just stayed inside. Also, at that point, we had Chase Young and Montez Sweat, so Jonathan Allen was not moving to the outside at that point. But no, he does. Look. Everybody likes to talk about Daron Payne's production in that Tampa game. When Daron Payne was getting it, John Allen was getting double teamed.
Yeah.
That's when it was happening. John Allen was eating the double team. He was the nail or the hammer to cause that stunt to get Daron in the end around or get Daron in one-on-one situations. Daron did produce. I love Daron. Jonathan Allen is extremely important to this defensive line. Very underrated in some people's minds. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's important. He's a third. I never said he was trash. But you trying to make him seem like,
he is
Aaron Donald.
He's not Aaron Donald.
He's not Aaron Donald. That's what you try to make him out to be, and he's not that. And everybody knows he's not that.
Well, Aaron Donald is worth $25 million, so I'm not saying he's Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's worth $25 million.
Jonathan Allen is good. The point is, I'm not giving him no $18 million. I said 16. That's $2 million less.
If we get him for that 16 and a half, I'm more power to him. I hope we do. That'd be awesome. But I'm willing to pay that kind of dude $18 million. It's like Terry. I'm willing to pay Terry a lot of money too, because Terry is a guy that's a high character, fantastic player on the field. That's the kind of guys I like.
You giving him $2 million extra because of the character and the leadership, basically.
Sure. Okay. And to make sure he stays.
I mean, he said he wanted to stay anyway.
Great, if we can get him for 16 and a half. But don't you go insulting him like the front office did to Kirk Cousins and Brandon Sheriff to get them low ball them on the contracts. All of a sudden they have a sour taste in their mouth and decide, you know what? Nope, I don't care what you're paying me. I want out of here. Point blank. Period. Don't go doing that to Jonathan Allen.
If he get 18, Deron getting 24.
Deron's not getting 24.
Deron's getting 24.
20, 21, somewhere in there.
No, he's getting 24. No. Daron Payne.
Talk about acting like somebody's Aaron Donald. Daron Payne is not Aaron Donald.
Daron Payne not Aaron Donald, but he's a step down. Daron Payne's talent, his trajectory is the top 3 D tackle. That's his talent.
I love Daron.
That's
2021 is plenty of money for a D tackle.
No.
Plenty
22,
of money.
23, I want Daron to get his money. I want Daron to get his money. Terry gonna get 20, well over 20. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're not paying him close to 18 mil. Hey, we'll see. We'll see who ends up being closer. You said 16, and never mind, you're in. But yeah, you said 16. I said 18. We'll see we'll see who ends up being closer. 3 years, $38 million was 14. No way.
Settle's a free agent after this year.
Tim Settle commands a double team. He needs more reps. He is as good or better than Allen.
I can't say I mean, Jonathan Allen's more talented.
Jonathan Allen's way better than Tim Settle, but at the same time, I don't want to say I'm not going to sit here and act like Tim Settle's trash. I like Tim Settle. Tim Settle's awesome. The fact that we have those 4 guys as our interior linemen is insane. Matt Ioannidis, Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and Tim Settle. I don't care what order you put them in. That's a fantastic 4 guys in the middle for rotation.
Why not? I mean, if you're going to trade Morgan Moses, you might as well put Packers settle with that. I don't want to let anybody that's good on my team go and I not get nothing back for it. If whatever deal Moses is in, Settle's going with him. I got to get something. I can't let Settle's going to get paid next year.
3-time Super Bowl champs is Terry's worth $39 million a year.
Settle's probably going to get somewhere between 14 and 15 mil from somebody now.
No, first of all, you can pay all these guys. I'm tired of this too. If you pay Allen, say goodbye to Payne. You can pay both.
No, I'm not saying you can say goodbye to Payne. I'm not saying.
Yeah, you could pay both those dudes. Like, if you look at the cap space over the next few years, we have a shiztat. Like, just a ton of them. Okay? It's ridiculous how much cap space we have. Okay? We're top 5 in, like, cap space most of the time. It's a lot of cap space. We can pay both. And we should pay them both.
Problem. Chase going to get paid more than the quarterback.
Chase is going to be... Whew, he's going to be paid so much money. So much money.
But I be hearing a lot of people. I talk about this now too. People keep saying, well, Montez, no. You can't have Chase Young without Montez. You can't have Montez without Chase Young. Your D-line is neutralized. We seen that with the Steelers. T.J. Watt was trash after Bud Dupree left. Because all they did was double team him. If you need both people, do both players. If you don't have both edges, go double team Chase Young, and we'll worry about the rest later. So Montez, Chase, this is what I always say. You got to have 3. Deron, Montez, and Chase. Make sure they're paid. As long as we got them 3 for the next 10 years, I don't care. Deron, Montez, and Chase, whoever got to be the odd man out, that's who got to be the odd man out. But those 3, we need. We need those 3.
I would add Allen in there, but that's fine. 13.5 for Allen and 21 mil for Payne. Good grief, Hassan. Why are you? That's crazy. We need Chase and Montez, of course. Devin Copeland, thank you for commenting. But yeah, no, I'm under no illusions that I want to get rid of either one. Montez is obviously a physical freak on the edge, and then Chase Young is just a freak. He's the predator. He's amazing. I love both. Both of them are saying we agree to what you said about the 3 that we need to keep: Duran, Sweat, and
because you keeping those 3, your D line is still top 5.
Yeah, those 3 are very important. I agree. Keeping those 3 are very, very important. I don't want to lose any of those 3.
I look at what Tampa did. Tampa has 3 good guys. I mean, JPP sucked now, and I think they overrated. But from their standpoint, they had 3. And that's how I look at us. We got 3. Now you can plug in wherever area you want. Because my thing is this. This is what I would do. Mm-hmm. You draft Ritter next year, right? You get Ritter. Whoever you get in the first round, make it D tackles, D linemen. If somebody has to go, replace them immediately in the first round. Just like what San Francisco did. They let Buckner walk. Next year in the first round, I forgot the guy they got. He's a beast. Do that. Mm-hmm. Keep your D-line around forever. Mm-hmm. Just keep drafting first round D-line, and build your offensive line. All I want to see in the first round after next year is offensive line and D-line. That is it. We don't need nothing else in the first round other than those 2 positions. Just build it.
I 1,000% agree. If you keep hitting those 2 positions, O-line and D-line, your team will get better and better and improve. And then fill in, because the receivers you can get late, you can get running backs late, you can get tight ends late. You can get a bunch of positions of need later in the draft. But where you make your big bucks is getting those top-tier talented offensive defensive line in the first round. And
next year, I give y'all a sneak peek. Next year's tackle class may be even deeper than this year's.
I don't know. We'll see. I hope so.
I'm telling you. I told you I'm already started.
I'm already started. Yeah, he's all about looking into them. Kinlaw is going to have a breakout season.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw. Okay, there you go. The Bengals can use Moses. Yeah, for sure, since they didn't decide to draft them in Seattle, both of them.
But what would I want from the Bengals?
Don't they have a nice safety over there? That'd be interesting. I don't know.
Man, they're not getting rid of their safety core.
True.
They're probably the best safety core in the NFL. They're not getting rid of that.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's get into... I know I've talked about it on the channel, but we haven't gotten Chris' thoughts. Ryan Kerrigan not returning to the Washington football team to be a rotational edge. He decides that he is not coming back and actually goes to an NFC East opponent of ours, the Philadelphia Eagles. What was your reaction to when he first announced he wasn't coming back, and then when he announced the next day that he was going to Philadelphia?
I didn't care. It didn't affect me in a way. I'm happy that he went. And first off, let me address this. You know what? I addressed this when he posted. I was like, well, okay, maybe he's retiring, but I was like, he didn't say he retired, so I was like, okay. Next day he's in Philly. I was happy that he went to Philly. I hear Redskins fans saying he's a traitor. Oh, he did it. Let me ask you a question, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say you get fired from a job.
Uh-huh.
No other job offers you anything. But if but only one job does, are you taking it? Yes or no?
Well, the rumor is that was not the only offer. He may have been able to be a Steeler or somewhere else, I think. I don't remember
Who
the other
offers
spot.
you the better position?
Who off? Well, I don't know. It depends. I guess. I would rather be on. I would rather be on that Steelers defense if I could pick on a defense because they don't have Bud Dupree anymore. So if they get him on there, that's interesting.
He probably wasn't starting, and they run a 4-3. I mean 3-4.
A 3-4. So
That's what they run.
Watt and Dupree were both outside linebackers.
Who? Yeah, they run a 3-4.
So they're both outside linebackers then, and then they have 3 interior linemen.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
And then, okay, well, then he would have to go back to an outside linebacker. Maybe he liked being a DN. Does the Eagles run a 4-3? I don't know.
Think about it. Eagles got a good defense. Eagles got a crazy defense. If they stay healthy, they're a problem.
Well,
people forget they got Anthony Harris, still got Darius Slay, still got Brandon Graham, still got Fletcher Cox, still got Javon Hargrave. They got, and then you put what's his
Derek
name?
Barnett.
Kerrigan on next to Fletcher Cox. Kerrigan's going to eat. If I'm Ryan Kerrigan, I'm gonna be on Fletcher Cox side. 12 sacks.
12 sacks. 12 sacks for the 32-year-old, huh? You think? Interesting.
Ryan Kerrigan is not your natural 32-year-old. He got two Pro Bowl years left in that body.
2 Pro Bowl years. Interesting. We'll see what he ends up doing. Yeah, I mean, I was
whoever
sad to get
outright
over
tackle
the Eagles,
is, he's going to destroy them. Good night. Goodbye. You better get. He probably gonna have 10 sacks on whoever. Cosme. Okay.
Cosme. Oh, jeez. Yuki says Darius Slay ain't it, Chief. Devon Copeland. People say
Darius Slay is a good corner.
There were enough snaps to go around for RK, but were there really? It's a reason he left. He wanted to start, and Philly was the best chance.
Thank you.
I agree that he wanted to start, and that was a big problem here in Washington that he had, is that he was not getting enough snaps. And I do think that there was a point that we got to the point where we were disrespecting him a bit. Only playing him sometimes only 15 to 20 snaps a game was pretty outrageous when you really can look at things. I think that they should have gone with a 75, 50 approach with Ryan Kerrigan, which would have put him on the field somewhere between 35 and 40 snaps. And I think that would have been good. Excuse me. But I think that we did not play him enough. Clearly, we did not play him enough. I think that we should have got him in a better rotation to even play on the field at the same time as Chase Young and the same time as Montez Sweat. He was brought in as a secondary unit, but with him and Ryan Anderson. The Ryan squared.
If you play the 5 technique, do you realize nobody will be able to ball on with Kerrigan, Sweat, Duran? Are you crazy?
Play 5 down linemen?
Oh my God.
A 5-2?
You're not getting the ball off. It's impossible.
A 5-2 would have been a lot of fun with Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis in the middle and no more Bostic.
Oh. God.
But the problem with that is that you're going to have to put some of those guys, like the linemen, in coverage more often than you want to. Because, they're going to...
Well, I'll put it. Ryan Kerrigan can drop back a couple times. We seen Chase drop back a couple. I don't care.
I hate
Landon.
those guys in
Landon, you come down in the box, 5'3" defense, one high, Kendall you over here, Will Jack you over here.
A 5'3". Interesting. Interesting. Roger Smith, we
That would be
knew he was
insane.
leaving, so farewell. Not worried about him. His one move, bull rush, he will be neutralized with ease, says Roger Smith. Roger
No, he
Smith
won't.
with
And
the hot takes tonight.
and this is what I hate about Redskins fans, because if this was Chase, you would say the same thing.
What?
But I mean, every time it's just annoying how Redskins like you disrespect the man, like who's done everything for your franchise, by the way, and said a franchise has the franchise record, by the way, and then you just diss him because he went to Philly. Yeah, okay. That's why I can't stand Skins fans, because you just disrespect too much. You disrespected Brandon, you disrespected, and you just disrespected Ryan Kerrigan. But it's okay. It's okay.
To be honest, RK
When he
has
get like
to
when he gets
work
like 6 sacks against us, I want you to have that same energy.
some type of get back as well. He feels slighted. He might. He may feel slighted, and that sucks for sure. Roger Smith has opinions on his quarterbacks for next year. Malik Willis, Desmond Ritter, or Sam Howell. Any of these three he's cool with.
Malik Willis, I'm not a huge fan of. Sam Howell, we're not getting. He's gonna be too high on the totem pole. Desmond Ritter, I'm right now with Desmond Ritter and JT Daniels. Malik Willis gives me too much of a Emmanuel. I forgot his last name. Emmanuel something and
Oh, from the Jets.
Cordell. Yeah, no,
EJ,
yeah, EJ Emmanuel. He
EJ
reminds
Manuel.
me
Yeah,
too much of him. Him and a Cordell guy. No, I'm good on Malik Willis.
Cordell Jones, Cardell Jones. You talking about?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. Them two.
Okay.
I'm not big on, but Desmond Ritter, I'm gonna watch him and JT Daniels. I'm watching every game this year. I got to. Those guys are going to light the league up, light it up.
Well, there you go. All right. So that is our Washington football talks for this evening. We still have a few minutes left. I was going to see if you wanted to talk a little NBA. You down to talk some NBA? Speaking of which, let's take a look at the scores. That game's on commercial. Both games are in commercial. Of course. Why wouldn't they be? I lost your camera there, Chris. Did I lose you completely? Oh, we may have lost Chris. Well, while Chris figures it out, I'm going to go ahead and look at the scores of these games. Okay. The Spurs made a big comeback to make it a respectable score at halftime, 56-49. They were down big time. What up, Chris? You back?
Okay, I don't know what happened.
I'm not sure either. But I can hear you a little bit. It sounds like you're coming from a different mic, though.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
But let's
Okay,
take a
let
look
me
at the
fix this.
NHL. What's the Caps score right now? Caps are currently winning 2-1 over the Bruins. So there's 13 minutes left in the third quarter. So that's exciting news.
You got me?
I gotcha. You're there. What's up, buddy?
Okay. Okay.
We're back. We can trade for Dwayne Haskins. That's an option.
LOL.
I think Kerrigan will be okay
What?
in Philly, but he'll
This
be
is just dumb.
scared
Hold on, time
of
out,
San
time
Francisco.
out,
What's up?
time out. So this makes no sense. You want to trade Morgan Moses, but you want to keep Landon Collins and start him?
Who said that?
They did.
Who's they? Oh, Washington? Like the front office?
They said Landon Collins will be the starter, the strong safety. But does that make any sense? If you wanted to save money, Landon would be the guy. Just simply restructure him.
Well,
It's really
the
that
thing
simple.
is that we're not as deep at safety as we are at tackle right now, in theory.
I didn't say cut him. Restructure him. Save more money. Restructure him. Save more money restructuring him than
Well, restructuring just kicks money down the road. Like, there's nothing, like, it doesn't actually save you money. It just kicks the can. Like the Saints do, and then they end up in negative $80 million in cap space, and then restructure everybody, and then they're in negative again the next
You
year.
can save some money by restructuring Landon.
I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, I'm fine with keeping Landon one more year. Then we can cut him for a huge cap savings next year if he does not perform. I'm still interested to see what Landon will bring to us next season. He's not a bad football player. He's just not worth the money we're paying him. But he's not a bad football player.
He a headache. He gonna be a headache. That's what he gonna be.
He's gonna be a headache. He's great in the run game from the safety position. He's great in the screen game. He'll come up and attack. Not great in coverage, but he still can be used in a lot of different ways for Jack Del Rio, and I think he brings good talent to the team.
If Cameron Curl ain't back there, we're screwed.
If Cameron Curl ain't back there, we're screwed. Yeah, we'll see what Mr. Cameron Curl brings. That'll be interesting for sure. Washington wants to keep Landon even though he's being stubborn as a mule. I don't know. I think it was more of the media that was talking about moving him to linebacker. I don't think it was really necessarily the coaching staff because Jack Del Rio was, when he was finally asked about it directly, he was very blunt, saying, no, he's strong safety. We want him to lose weight, not gain weight. We don't want him to get bigger to be a linebacker. We want him to lose weight to be a strong safety. So there you go.
Listen, you talk about character. You let this man come. I told y'all this. Y'all didn't believe me. You let this man come in to camp out of shape and fat. Now you want him, and he's coming off an Achilles. Him losing weight, it's not going to do nothing. He couldn't cover before. He can't cover now.
Yeah, an Achilles injuries does not magically help your coverage skills. Yeah, that doesn't track, right?
This what team's gonna do. Where's Landon? Where's Landon? Where's Bostic? That's where we're going. That simple.
Where's Landon? Where's Bostic? That's hilarious.
They're gonna whoever William Jackson side, you go deep. We're gonna take this slot receiver, get him on Landon, or use this running back, get him on Landon, and we gonna kill him. Wherever Bostic at, run his way. Let's roll coverage away from Jamin Davis, and we gonna go right to Bostic. That's what team's gonna do. Those are 2 weak links.
Well, we'll see. I mean, every defense has a couple of weak links. You got to scheme around them, and we'll see what Jack Del Rio can do.
If Bostic wasn't right there, Landon, what weak links would we have? Nobody.
Well, we still have a weak link in free safety. We'll see. Hopefully, Benjamin St. Juste can come up as a third corner.
St. Goat.
I know.
I like St. Goat.
Collins won't be ready until mid-season anyway. I don't think he will play about 78 games. Maybe.
Who?
Landon.
Oh.
He's talking about the Achilles injury, yeah.
I put St. Goat on the outside, and I move Kendall on the inside.
St. Goat on the outside and Kendall on the inside. I like that. That's funny. That would be cool. All right, so NBA predictions. Me and KP did this yesterday, and I don't even know if you've ever put any thought into this, and I'm just going to throw you on the spot. Who is your Eastern Conference, Western Conference champions, and then you'll have a finals matchup. Who wins the finals?
Let me go round by round.
I was just looking for the end, but I mean, if you want to go round by round, that's fine too. But I was more looking just for who's going to come out the East, who's coming to come out the West, and who's the champion.
I'll do Eastern Conference Finals, and I'll do the Western, and I'll do the Finals.
Okay.
So in the Eastern Conference Finals, it will be the Knicks versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
West, Clippers versus the Lakers.
The LA teams, huh?
Win. They go to the NBA Finals. The New York Knicks would take the Brooklyn Nets to Game 7. It'll come down to the wire, but it'll be a non-foul call, but a foul call. Kevin Durant will ice the game with 2 free throws, and it'll be the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay. Oh no, we're losing you. No.
You got me?
Oh, I got you now. Okay, it's gonna be the Brooklyn Nets verse.
Brooklyn Nets versus the Clippers, and I got the Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn
And
Nets over the Clippers.
in
Interesting.
7 games, Kevin
Interesting.
Durant drops 48, 10, and 5, and wins the Finals MVP.
There you go. All right, fair enough. And how many games did you say the series was going to be in the finals?
7.
It's 7 in the finals. Oh wow, we're going all the way to the end. Okay, cool. I actually have. I said this yesterday with KP. I have the Jazz coming out of the West, the Nets coming out of the East, and I have the Nets winning in 6. That's my prediction ahead of time.
I would say that's a sweep.
That's a sweep. I
That is
like
good.
the Jazz. I think the Jazz are a really good team. They got a complete team. They got good depth as well. I think they're a very, very interesting team, but they're not good enough to beat the Nets. But I think they can come out of the West. Bostic and Landon found them,
However,
and they were playing freezing.
if one of the big three is injured in the Eastern Conference Finals, it will be the New York Knicks. And we will take down the Clippers.
The New York Knicks taking down the Clippers if the Nets weren't a team.
If one of their players get hurt. Naya.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, we're losing you, Chris. I don't know what happened.
Hold up.
Yeah, we're lost on Chris. Anyway, what's up, everybody? If LeBron wins this year, the GOAT Congo is over? Oh, the GOAT Convo is over. If LeBron wins this year, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if LeBron can turn this thing around. I mean, they still ended up with a decent record of 42-30, not terrible in 72 games, but they're obviously definitely underperformed where they thought they were going to be as a 7 seed. They're going to have, or assuming they win tonight, they'll have the 7 seed. They could lose and end up with the 8th seed. If it's the 7th seed, they play the Suns. And if it's the 8th seed, they play the Jazz. And both those teams could be very interesting in the first round. Lakers definitely could handle business, but we'll see where they end up doing. Warriors about to shock the world. 10 o'clock, we got the Lakers versus the Warriors. I picked the Lakers in that game. They're coming back healthy finally, and I think they will end up winning. But I definitely give the Warriors a puncher's chance. I mean, it's one game and out, and I think Steph Curry, you give him one opportunity, one game, and he can just explode and put anybody back in. So definitely not over. There he is. Can we hear you? There we go. All right, so Lakers versus Warriors tonight. Who you got?
I got the Lakers. I got the Lakers. I got the Warriors if LeBron or Anthony Davis get hurt again. But I got the Lakers right now outright.
Okay. And then currently at halftime, let me actually pull this back up. Maybe it started. It was a 7-point game at halftime. Memphis over the Grizzlies. So the Spurs have made a comeback. They were down by 21 points in the first quarter, and they've brought it back within 7 at half. So who do you have winning that game, Spurs versus Grizzlies, in the second half?
Grizzlies.
Ja Morant?
I got Ja Morant. He got to show his worth. He got to show that he's arrived. We're going to go Ja.
I had the Spurs in that game. I think the Spurs will end up getting
I want to say the
game.
Spurs, but because of Greg Popovich.
Mm-hmm. But what a slow start they had, but they've made a comeback so far. So 46-49. We'll see what they end up with. I have the Spurs, and then I have the Spurs versus the Warriors. You have the Grizzlies versus the Warriors. So who do you have in that game, Warriors or Grizzlies? to play for the last spot in the 8.
Go Warriors.
Warriors.
Go Warriors.
Yeah, I agree. I had the Spurs instead, but I still have the Warriors winning that game as well. I don't think either team is going to outclass whoever the loser is of the Warriors Lakers. Because I don't know if you heard me say it. Like, I still give the Warriors a puncher's chance. They definitely could upset the Lakers pretty easily. Actually, I mean, it's not like this game. I'm gonna look at it right now. I haven't looked at it yet, but I would give this game maybe like a 58-42% chance that the Lakers win this game. Let's see what they say on the prediction thing. I'm good. 58.5, 41.5. I said 58-42.
Wealth is your first big investment.
Well, stupid ads.
I just believe
Yep.
that they're gonna double team Steph, and that's pretty much it. They're gonna double team him, and everybody else, who cares? That's what they're gonna do, because they ain't got nobody else.
I mean, the thing about Steph Curry, though, is you can double team him all you want. Nobody runs more to get their shot than Steph Curry. Steph Curry it will just run you down. He will run the entire court all game.
Trap you.
Trap the whole. Well, I mean, he's going to come off picks, double picks, triple picks. He's going to come over everything.
He'll trap you. I'm gonna tell everybody to face the outside. So wherever he runs to, I'm gonna tell that defender, cut in front of it so you can cut the ball off.
I love when you just think it's, or not to think, but I love
It
how
is that simple.
I know. I love when you
really
just talk
is.
about how it's like it's just that easy to stop
It
some of these
is.
great players.
Coaches don't think like that. It's not rocket science. You want to come off 1,000 picks? Cool.
People get paid millions of dollars to figure out how to stop Steph Curry from scoring, and then he averages 40 a night.
Let me be the head coach. She'll get 20. Let me be the head coach. It's not rocket science.
Dude, he shoots off balance and with 3 people on him 40 feet away from the basket, and it goes in.
How many shots you gonna make like that?
But he'll make as many as it needs to be.
So if I put LeBron on him, then what?
You put LeBron on Steph?
Then what?
He's going to double dribble like he did that one time and cross him up and drive to the hoop.
I'm gonna put Bron on Steph, and then wherever he runs to, you double team him. You on the opposite side, and just put your hands up right in the air. He ain't shooting over all of us.
He ain't shooting over all of us. Oh, man. We'll see what...
I'll be like, look, Bron, Anthony Davis, trap him. Both of y'all trap him. Now what are you gonna do? You're not shooting over a 7-foot Anthony Davis, and you're not shooting over a 6'8", 6'9" LeBron.
Oh, the Bruins tied up the game again. It's 2-2.
Don't tell me Wiggins. Wiggins is the worst basketball player I ever seen in my life. I don't think Oubre's playing tonight, and Draymond is horrible. They're gonna leave him wide open. Draymond self-check.
Yeah, Kelly Oubre is out tonight.
This is what I do. Nobody guards Draymond. Leave him wide open. Whoever Draymond man is, go double team Steph. We'll let Draymond get 60. If he could.
That's hilarious. All right, well, that is an episode. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, not the stream, because we're going to talk. The stream's going to continue. We'll hang out. Tim, doesn't ice taste weird? I love ice. I love getting a cup full of ice and just sitting there eating ice all the time. I just love ice. Curry shot over a 7-foot Valanciunas.
Speaking of ice, I'm about to ice my knees.
There you go. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me, Chris. I don't. If you're welcome to hang out. If not, whatever. You're always welcome on the channel to spend some time and hang out. But I'm going to end this recording here, and this will be episode number 16 of the Chris and Tim podcast. See ya! All right.
You didn't even say until next time.
I'm the worst. I didn't want to say until next time because it's like I'm still going to be doing.
Oh, never mind. I
show.
know. Now I know. It just clicked in my head.
Yeah. But anyway, we're still staying on the thing. I just wanted to end that for the YouTube. That's going to be a separate video for the YouTubes. Episode number 16 in the books. But yeah, let's see here. All right. I'm definitely going to be watching the end of this Caps game. There's only 5 minutes left, so we'll talk about that. Then probably watch the end of the Spurs and Grizzlies game after that.
Which channel is that on? I'm about to.
That is on ESPN.
Yeah, well, I ain't got ESPN. So. That's nah.
You don't have ESPN? Like you don't? What? Do you not have TV?
I got Fire Stick.
Oh, the Fire Stick. Okay.
Yeah, so I necessarily don't have to pay for nothing.
Does your parents have, like Comcast or Verizon?
No.
No. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. What do you supposed to eat?
Switch over to.
I'll be back later.
Okay. All right, buddy. No worries.
All right.
Let's go ahead and we'll minus that. We'll bring this. Pop out the chat. And we can hang out with each other. Bring this here. Anyway. All right. Bring up the hockey game. 4 minutes to go in this game. Caps get it into the offensive zone. Keep it. Uh-oh. Good opportunity here. Gets it in front of the net. Oh, he couldn't put it in. Golly. Come on. Uh-oh. Bruins coming the other way. Oh, good defense. Poked away. And then got back to the Bruins. Okay. Throw it into the zone. This is interesting. Interesting. Put this over here, I think. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Put this here. Wrong game. All right, we got 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. Bruins currently have the puck, bringing it up ice. Get it in the offensive zone. Oh, good shot attempt. Good block. Good save there by Anderson. Uh-oh, another good attempt. And that's going to go over the glass. And we're going to have a face-off in the defensive zone of the Capitals. Did I mess up the chat? I hope I didn't mess up the chat. If nobody's chatting. Maybe nobody's chatting. That's fine. That's fine too. Just want to make sure I didn't actually screw it up. Oh, man. I've been freaking... Did my second workout today. I'm so sore. I'm sore actually from my first workout a couple days ago. Did a little bit of chest and arms. And I am feeling it, dude. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up and walk tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be brutal. Boston wins the face-off, but they let it out of the zone. A little out of position there. Make sure you change the title. Thank you. Good point. Good point. Do that right now. Whole time that was not monetized. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Change. All right. Title change. Thanks for reminding me. Appreciate that. Okay. Under 2 minutes to go. Caps have it now in the offensive zone. Stolen by the Bruins. One thing I don't like about hockey is, like, it's so difficult. Oh, nice shot. Oh, good save there by the Bruins. But it's like, it's hard to handle the puck, so it's just, like, constantly turned over the ball. It's like, it almost like you feel like you're watching, like, kids soccer. Because, I mean, it's difficult to handle the puck. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it should be easy to handle the puck. Oh, good shot. Did that go off the post? Oh, my God. Tom Wilson just went off the post. No. Wow. All right, Caps coming around. They still have it in the offensive zone. Good pass. And shot on goal. Good save off the blockers. Went up in the air and got cleared out by the Bruins. We have under a minute to go now. Bruins have it. They now coming back the other way. We got a 2-on-2 attack. And he swings around. Shot on goal. Good save by Anderson. All right, 36 seconds left in regulation. Passing the puck up. All right, we got a line change to end this game. 30. Oh, Caps have it now. Okay, attack. Slings it over on goal. And the goalie stuffs it in the Bruins defensive zone. So we'll have a face-off right in front of the goalie. A golden opportunity with 22 seconds left for the Capitals. If they win this face-off, and who knows what happens. We are interested in D. Watt's breaking news. Really? Is that true? Washington football team. Watson? Houston, Washington, Deshaun Watson trade offer could actually work. Washington football team, Dolphins, Raiders reported. Hold the phone. What? Three teams that reportedly came up in conversation with multiple executives were Washington football team, Las Vegas Raiders, and Miami Dolphins as potential destinations for Watson. Lombardo wrote. Speculation is increasing that the two sides may reach a settlement in the legal case against Watson after a series of sexual assault allegations were made public earlier this spring. Chances are the Houston Texans quarterback would play this fall if cleared. Rusty Hardin, the lawyer representing Watson, says the legal team did not initiate settlement talks. Rather, it came from the plaintiff's representation, attorney Tony Busby. In a recent interview, Busby stated that a settlement is not happening. We certainly agree that there are currently no settlement negotiations being conducted. Okay, interesting. What about the trade? Let's go back over to this article and see what their trade offer is. What would the Washington do? Okay, they get Watson? Oh, hell no. Oh, my. No. They have lost their mind. Deshaun Watson for 2 first-round picks, Terry McLaurin, and Montez Sweat? Oh, my goodness. They have lost it. They have lost it. 2 firsts, Terry McLaurin, and Montez Sweat. First of all, Montez Sweat is worth 2 first rounds by himself. So that's like trading 4 first rounds. And then Terry McLaurin's like a first and a second. Or first and a third. That's basically the equivalent of trading 5 first-round picks and a third for a quarterback. Exactly, Chicken Rico. Don't do drugs, guys. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Yeah, according to Matt's Lombardo needs to go away. They have lost their ever-loving mind. That's the equivalent of 5 first-round picks. Minimum. Even if you say Terry's worth 1, he's definitely worth 1. I mean, he's worth more than just 1. But still, if you say he's worth 1, then you have Montez Sweat. Defensive end like that, he's worth 2. I mean, if Jamal Adams, a strong safety, is worth 2, Montez Sweat is worth 2. Beast defensive end. So, and then you trade over 2 other first-round picks. I mean, if the Texans got that for Deshaun Watson, yeah, of course they would be stupid not to take that trade. I mean, come on. Jeez Louise. That's just dumb. Well, we're going into overtime again. This is 3 overtime games in a row for the Capitals and Bruins. Capitals put away the first one, and then the Bruins came and tied the series up 39 seconds into overtime to win. I know Ron will never do this, but why suggest this? I know. I mean, that's just ridiculous. You know what? Where are we at right now? Into this recording, we're 12 minutes in, so definitely making that a little bit of a snippet here. So 12. We'll do that later. Or you know what? I'll just do this. Stop recording. Start recording. Easy enough. We'll go on to the next thing. But yeah, they have lost their ever-loving mind to think that that's an idea. I don't know what in the world are you thinking? I mean, they're on a different planet than most people right now. I have no idea. That was weird. Let's take a look here. Gotta tell Jarris, yes. Send Jarris that in the Discord. Let him see what he thinks about that. That's insane. Memphis right now currently up 9, 68-59 with 5:28 to go in the third. Good to know. Good to know. Wait, where's the... Oh, there it is. Take a look at my fantasy matchup. Jeez Louise. Had a pretty good day, apparently, huh? Oh, I did have 4 pitchers, so I should have a good day, actually. I needed to have a huge day, actually. 4 starting pitchers. How about this trade? 2 firsts, Matt and Lamar Miller for Watson. That'd be fun. I would trade 2 firsts and Matt, and I'd even give him... Who would I give him? I don't know. It's not terrible. What up, Nicholas Erdl? Deshaun Watson? Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we just looked at that trade. That trade is insane, the offer that they're putting up. But, you know, hey, I'm not mad if we end up getting him. That'd be fun. None of my pitchers are having particularly good days. That sucks. That sucks. Oh, his is. Good grief. Gosman's having a huge day. He got a quality start. And didn't get a loss, so that's good for him. But all my pitchers are going to get a loss, it seems like, except for Ohtani. Good grief. We'll see. Nicholas, heck no, yeah. Sheriff, Moses, and Settle with 2 firsts. I like that. That's a great trade. I like that. I like that, Rico. Sheriff, Moses, and Settle with 2 firsts. I'll do that for sure. And that's a lot. I feel like Houston, that would be getting a lot. We were trying to trade for Watson, but not lose Terry and Sweat. I know, right? That's an insane ask to give up for those two. I mean, that's just insane. If Bill O'Brien was Washington's head coach, he would definitely do that. Oh, jeez. He would make that same trade for Derek Carr. All right, we got the Spurs game here. DeRozan, pump fakes, gets him in the air, draws the foul, can't get the and one. Ooh. I haven't watched these two teams play a lot. I don't even know, like, who's on a lot of these guys' teams. There's Valanciunas. There's Ja Morant. I know DeMar DeRozan. These two teams are kind of unknown to me. It's interesting. What are the Texans asking for in return for the trade? Oh, okay. I'll pull it back up. Hold up. Here. Yeah. 2 first-round picks, Terry McLaurin and Montez Sweat. You doing that, Nicholas? You doing that, Nicholas? You making that trade? Is that really something that intrigues you? Yeah. No. No. That's a terrible trade. 2 first-round picks is still the baseline price for Watson. Trading McLaurin would be a tough proposition for Washington, but the signing of Curtis Samuel in free agency and the drafting of promising wide receiver De'Ami Brown would help offset the loss. The defensive line depth they have makes it easy to absorb the loss of Sweat. No, it does not. We would only have 1 edge. You're an idiot. You don't know the team. We only have 2 edge rushers that are quality right now. That's it. Like, we don't even have good rotation right now at the edge. There are plenty of questions and hurdles right now for any team that may have for Watson on its radar, but Washington is well positioned to make the move and leave the rest of the NFC East in their dust. I mean, in my opinion, Terry and Montez, without the first-round picks, are worth Watson. So, there's that. Yeah, exactly, Nicholas. Exactly. Gridiron Yuki, y'all can do that for San Francisco, right? Fitzpatrick, Moses, Sheriff with 2 firsts and maybe settle if they decline that. They don't need Fitzpatrick because they've signed a couple of quarterbacks. They traded for Ryan Finley and then signed Tyrod Taylor, so they have a veteran and a couple of other guys. And then they have Davis Mills as a rookie, so they wouldn't need another quarterback. 2 firsts, Sheriff and Landon. Yeah, that's funny. Nobody wants Landon. I just told my dad the trade, and he almost lost it. Gridiron Yuki. Fitzpatrick is not going back to Houston, Hassan. I agree with that. Spurs only down 5 now with 3 to go. Let's take a look at the Caps. We're still waiting to go into overtime for the Capitals. Bang, Ja Morant with a 2-pointer, 72-65 now. I mean, that's just an outrageous trade. I mean, come on. Right, like, that's just ridiculous. I'm chasing the title in that. I'm sure we'll be talking about that more. Watson to Washington. Whoever thought that trade was a good idea needs to be fired. I mean, the trades that some people come up with is insane. Just unbelievable. Like, yeah, do they actually think before they, hit the send button, hit post? Like, it's so confusing, so weird. All right, Spurs have the ball, down 7 with 2 to go. They were down by as much as 21 early in this game, making the DeMar DeRozan just went up and thought he drew the foul. Oh my goodness! And then he just fell backwards, and Valanciunas just stood straight up and let him fall over. That's pathetic. Pathetic. Let's also go ahead and do this real quick. If we had Ryan Kerrigan still, I would put him in this trade with someone like Moses or Sheriff. I mean, nobody would want Ryan Kerrigan at this age for anything of value. Speaking of which, what did Ryan Kerrigan end up getting paid? Kidding me. Ryan Kerrigan is only going to get paid $3.5 million? We couldn't shovel out more than $3.5 million to ensure that he was a skin for life? Are you serious? What are we doing? Oh my goodness gracious. $3.5 million for Ryan Kerrigan to play 1 year in Philadelphia. So we're gonna have to see this dude twice at the end of the year for only $31.5 million. I mean, come on, coach. I mean, Ryan Kerrigan, you seriously wouldn't play here for $5 or $6 million? I would have given him $5-6 million. Like, this is insane. Why does this music fit so well? I don't know. It's a little lofi chilled beats. Apparently it's completely DMCA free rather. So there you go. Chicken Rico, I don't think he would accept a 3.5 from us because he wanted to play time. That's what I'm saying, is why couldn't we shovel out $5 million and play him more? Give him $1.5 million more and then just guarantee him some freaking play time. 30 snaps, 35 snaps a game. Then he could be on a great defense, great defensive line, and be in a great rotation, get good production, get good use out of him. And instead, right now we have a freaking, like, the backup ends right now are question marks, right? Like Shaka Toney that we got in the draft is a question mark because of his size. William Bradley King's a question mark because of his size, which I don't hate those two that we drafted them, but they're not necessarily top-tier defensive ends. Then we have James Smith-Williams right now, who's an injury waiting to happen. He got injured all the time in college. I guess he's been better as far as that in the NFL, but I mean, just to me, this just seems outrageous to let Ryan Kerrigan, a guy that put 10 quality years in the burgundy and gold, and you let him walk away to a division opponent, no less, for just a measly $3.5 million. I mean, that's just unbelievable that is what it took to get him away from us. He should have been signed. I would have signed him for 3 years, $15 million, guarantee him 7, and just make sure he's a skin for life at that point. I mean, come on. Guarantee him $7 million, get him under contract 3 more years, and then he could be a part of this great defensive line. Play him more than he did last year because he was sometimes only getting 20 snaps a game. Play him 30, 35 snaps, and you got it. I can't with this music. Okay, well. It's changing now. Now it's rain. Is it too loud, or is it just bad? Hello? Hello? Wait, can you not hear me? Hello? No, okay. You can't hear me. Okay, good. Was it just too loud? Oh, you know what? I was making it... What is that? Okay, you guys can hear me, but the music was just too loud. Is that better? It was a little loud. Okay. You know what? I just realized there's 2 audio input things, and I turned one down, but I didn't turn down the other. So thank you. Cool. Let me delete this one. Alright. There you go. Alright, Cap's back on. So it's 2-2. Going into a face-off, center ice. Caps, nope. Bruins win it. Bruins are destroying the Capitals in the face-offs this so far. Destroying them. All right. We're back on the Bruins side of the ice. Come on. 17 minutes left in overtime. Doesn't matter, though. It's all it is sudden death. Oh, nice steal by the Caps. Now they're coming the other way. All right, we have a 2-on-1. Or, 3-on-2. And, good defense there by the Bruins to knock it away. Good defense. All right, so Bruins coming the other way now. Oh, good hit by Carlson. All right, Caps have it back. Wilson screaming up the right side of the rink. Leaves it back. Nice shot by Carlson. Left, but it went wide left. Backstrom. Up. Gets beat by 2 Bruins to get it back. But Carlson has it. He slings it up. And now it's back in the offensive zone. All right. Bruins have it now, though. In the offensive zone of their own. Back to the Capitals. Capitals knock it in. See, it's just like back and forth. It's kind of weird to call. Like, how do you call a hockey game? It's kind of interesting. Need more practice with it. Turn this down more. Doesn't matter about time now. All right, so we have a face-off in the defensive zone for the Caps. Hey, we won a face-off. There you go. Passes it up. Oh, good pass. Oh, couldn't quite handle it. But we've got it back now. Okay, swinging it around. Oh, we let it out of the zone. Come on, dude. Oh, we're going to get offsides call. Dang it. That's a horrible trade. Yeah, you saw that trade? That's an outrageous trade offer. Yeah, outrageous. It's just stupid. And then, did you see how much Ryan Kerrigan was paid, Chris? Boom. $3.5 million for Ryan Kerrigan to play in Philadelphia. I just think that that's just absolutely insane that we let him walk for $3.5 million. God, I would have loved to lock this guy up for another 3 years, make sure he's skins for life, pay him $15 million, 7-8 guaranteed, lock him in, guarantee him like 30 snaps a game. You know, like he's giving you quality snaps, and Montez Sweat and Chase Young shouldn't be on the field all the freaking time. You don't want to get them hurt. You want to keep them nice and well rested, and especially in important situations. Ryan Kerrigan should be in the burgundy and gold still, and this is just so disappointing to see that he only got paid $3.5 million to go to a division opponents. Ugh. Why did they do that, man? It's just frustrating to watch, frustrating to see. I don't know why my camera's being a little weird right now. Let's try to fix that. Still a little too red. Whatever. We'll live with that. Also, I hope the stream's a lot better, too. Hey, team, the streamer's losing their mind with that trade. Taking a look at the Discord. That's the most dumbest trade ever. But that's dead. I'll give him 3 firsts or take it or leave it. Or 2 firsts in Morgan. Tim almost lost his mind. Oh, that's hilarious. Yep. Morgan Moses Part 2. Go check out ProTech's channel. For sure. All right, we're still in this overtime game. Let's take a look over at the basketball game. We're on commercial. Take a look at the score. Okay, we're in a freaking ball game. 79-75. Grizzlies only up top by 4 now. You can see they were up by 19 at the end of the first quarter. Ended up being only by 7 at halftime. Oh, the team scoring was abysmal. Both teams only scoring 16 apiece in the third quarter. But fourth quarter, they're coming out firing a little bit. 10-7 already. 79-75. Jarris is clearly not happy about that trade. Yeah, throwing 2 first, Morgan and Landon. We'll throw in Bostic to sweeten the pot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that trade was that trade was something Something special. Caps, come on. Got to finish this game out. Uh-oh, Tim, question. Uh-oh, Bruins. Screaming down ice. Can you get around the net? Nope, good defense. Pokes away. Caps have it. Caps seem to be in a good, attack mode right now. Would you oppose to doing it, let's say, 2 firsts and Terry, and somehow we find a way to get high enough to get Kayvon Thibodeau next year? Would you take that? So what you're saying is if I was guaranteed to get Kayvon Thibodeau next year, would I make this trade? Yeah. But I wouldn't do it with Terry. I would do it with 2 firsts and Sweat, because then I'm getting Thibodeau. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so if I was guaranteed Thibodeau in next year's draft, that's an awesome replacement for Sweat. And then, then I still keep Terry. So 2 firsts and Montez Sweat, and then I get Thibodeau. That's pretty sweet. But there's no way to get Thibodeau if we don't have our first-round pick. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. The Bruins had a wide-open net and missed it wide left. He couldn't quite handle it. Oh, wow. That trade makes sense. Yeah, if we can somehow get Thibodeau and then replace our defensive end, yeah. But it's just not happening. But yeah, because then I have Deshaun Watson and Thibodeau, which would be insane. And I like Thibodeau. Thibodeau jumps off the screen. Uh-oh. Nice save by Anderson. Bruins had a nice shot attempt. Uh-oh, things getting a little chippy out there on the ice. Oh, my God, the Spurs took the lead. I want to switch over to that game so bad, but I want to see what happens in this game, too. I'm torn. Why Terry? Because Terry's good. And so they're looking at it from Houston's perspective of who would they want to get back for Deshaun Watson. That's why. They're not looking at it from a Washington perspective. Oh, and a good defense by Bruins. Come on, Cappies. Good pass. Oh, good defense by Bruins. Oh, that was almost an incredible pass. Barely deflected away. Oh, he tried to pass it cross ice to a screaming attacker. Wide left on the shot from the Bruins. Oh, that was a shot on goal. Good block save by Anderson. All right, they swing the puck around. Get a line change for the Caps. Uh-oh. Puck's back in Caps defend zone. Come on. Sudden death is so nerve-wracking. It's an exciting part about hockey is that sudden death. Either team at any moment just can get a little puck luck and it goes right in the net. Looks like it went out of play. Gonna get a face off here. Terry's not going anywhere. Agreed. Jairus, agreed. All right, comes down to Washington side of the ice. Clear the zone. Who's going to come away with a skirmish? Nope, the Bruins knock it back into the zone. Anderson knocks it around the goal. All right, Bruins have it now. All right, let's see what they can do with it. Crazy play going on right now. All right, Caps. There we go. We get it back. Come on, Caps. Throws it up ice. We're going to get another line change. Jaren's killing me with a Stephen A. Smith video in the Discord. Oh, I wouldn't watch this Grizzlies and Spurs game, but don't know. At any moment, this game could be over. Oh, he lost track of the puck for the Bruins. Caps player just kicked the puck because he couldn't get his stick back. His stick got stuck in the mud. Uh-oh. All right, Caps have it now. Here comes Ovechkin. Trying to skate around the dude. He just shoved him out of the way. Unfortunately, lost the puck in the process. Bruins have it now. 4-on-1, though. 1-on-4, I should say. Good pass around for them. All right, gets knocked out of the zone. Get a little line change. It's crazy that they're only on the ice for like a minute or two before they have to get off. It's kind of a weird way to, like, how do you get in a rhythm playing like that, right? But it's just so much of a taxing on your body, you just can't play for too long. So we get the back and forth game going. Caps have it now. Going around, trying to get it up ice. Oh, she's going to the bench for a line change. Orloff. Trying to get to Wilson. Wilson lost it. It's hard to follow the puck sometimes. Oh, good defense there by Backstrom. Come on. Oh, he couldn't quite get it out of the zone. Uh-oh. Bruins have it behind the net. Good defense by Orloff. Oh, Bruins come away with it, though. He's going to have a good opportunity. And good save by Anderson. Oh, good puck movement by the Bruins. Left it 1-on-1 with the Bruin and the goalie. Man, oh man. We're going to get an offside call. Woof. Watching YouTube. What's up, man? That KFC donut sandwich was so stupid. Chilling in you, watching YouTube. Spoiled, did you hear about that trade? Yeah. Here's the trade, Spoiled. Watching it's Deshaun Watson for 2 firsts, Terry McLaurin, and Montez Sweat. AKA not going to happen. I knew that was going to happen anyway. No, we didn't actually make the trade. That was the offer that some idiot, person that writes articles, whatever you call those people, writer for the Post or something. Crazy trade. Crazy trade. But apparently 3 teams were named, and Washington was one of them, as well as the Dolphins and the Raiders. So those seem to be the teams interested in potentially getting Watson. Washington football team, Dolphin, and Raiders. 3 teams reportedly being mentioned the most for Deshaun Watson. Man, pop Deshaun Watson on this. Whew. It might happen. I can see your front office doing that. Maybe. That person needs to be fired. I mean, making a move for Deshaun Watson is not a bad thing. Obviously, that would be huge if we can somehow get him on our team without, like, losing an arm and a leg. But still. And what's crazy is it probably still benefits us to get, even if we lost Terry and Sweat, we still are probably a better team if we end up with Watson. But I just don't want to do it. Because that quarterback position is so important. And, I mean, obviously Deshaun Watson's a top 5 quarterback at least in today's NFL. Unfortunately, he's a weirdo, but still a talented, super talented football player. And, like, other than this crazy crap, I mean, everybody else, it seems like he's a high character dude. It's just a weird situation. I don't know. See what ends up happening, though. Conspiracy theory. What if Deshaun Watson was the one that encouraged these women to come out to hurt his trade value so that when Deshaun Watson eventually gets traded, the team that gets him does not lose that much capital, so then he still has a chance to win in the new system that he's going to? Because if he's a super high character quarterback, top 5 quarterback, just a great overall everything, I mean, then his value is through the roof, right? But, like, if he has some character concerns, maybe now he's not as valuable as a commodity, and we get him a little bit cheap. I mean, he's still going to be expensive because he's fantastic, but who knows? That idea sounds very risky. I mean, it's weird the kind of stuff that he was doing, but it's not like he legitimately, like, raped a bunch of women. You know what I mean? Like, what he did was weird, very inappropriate. You should not even, like, I don't think it should be wide right on that shot. But anyway, I don't think it's appropriate. It's obviously wildly inappropriate to even ask for that in a situation with a masseuse. A masseuse is not a prostitute. You don't ask for those kind of things so I'm not trying to defend him in what he did whatsoever, as far as, like, it was inappropriate, not good. But it's not the same as, Bill Cosby or some of the, I'm sure there's other examples, but, like, it's not the same as somebody else that's, like, legitimately, I don't even want to talk about the details anymore, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. But it's like, so in that case, like, you're hurting your image out in the public a bit, for sure. But if you go to another team and win 2 or 3 Super Bowls, I mean, how many people are still talking about Big Ben? Oh, good save by Anderson. Huge save. Oh, he had a wide, oh my God, deflected wide right. This puck is all, oh no! Oh, lost in front of the eyes. Oh my God, the Caps. Come on, Cappies. Get it up! Save! The dude had a point blank shot and it went right into his gut. Oh my God. Oh, Seminoff is back in the back in. So it's not Anderson. I kept saying Anderson. I didn't realize the goalie was back. That's huge. It would be good to trade away one of your big starters if you're not going to pay him. I don't know. Fair point. I don't know. Spoiled. It's very interesting. All right. Come on. Oshie. You lost it. This game could end at any moment. It's a crazy game right now. Grizzlies up by 5 right now over the Spurs in the play-in game. 3:28 to go. I'm going to miss the end of that game. I was hoping to catch the end of it, but this cap's going way into overtime. We're already 15 minutes into overtime. Oh, good save. Good play by the Bruins to get in position. Uh-oh. God, what is going on right now? It almost feels like the Bruins are on a power play. They just have so many opportunities. Wild, like, really good opportunities. Oh, they can't get it out of this zone. Bruins are on one right now. Oh, my God, what a play there. How do you get the puck? Oh, good defense there. Got a block there by Oshie. All right, finally, the puck's cleared. We can get a line change. At least the 4. Oh, okay, here we go. Up. Do we have a 3-on-2? Pokes it up. No. Lost it. Bruins back in possession. We'll see. Jamison Ward, what's up? So what's going on with the trade? What are we offering? So somebody made a wild offer over here, and this is what we were talking about. But apparently, the big news is, like, reportedly, we are among 3 teams interested in the Watson rumors. So that's the big thing is Washington football team, Dolphins, and Raiders reportedly surfaced in talks. So they are in talks in potentially going after a Deshaun Watson. Now, the trade that somebody offered that was terrible is the Washington football team gets Deshaun Watson for 2 first-round picks, Terry McLaurin, and Montez Sweat. So that was the offer that they gave. It's true you don't want over 4 people with $10 million unless you know that they're good. Well, that's obviously going to go up, 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 and up as the cap space goes up. But for a while, that was the case. Yeah, you didn't want to have like a bunch of people over $10 million on your cap. Terry's at least 90, Chase is 100, Sweat 80. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're going to get a lot of money. There's no doubt about it. All of them. Yeah, exactly, Jameson. Exactly. But the more interesting news is it's being reported by multiple sources that we are among the final 3 teams interested in Mr. Deshaun Watson. Three teams that reportedly came up in conversations with multiple executives were the Washington football team, Las Vegas Raiders, and Miami Dolphins as potential destinations for Washington, Lombardo wrote. What's going on over here? Uh-oh. Grizzlies. 6-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Those Sheriff and Moses, right? Sheriff Moses or, Tim Settle. Who knows? Your running back is 20? No. Running back's never getting 20. I mean, I'm not going to say never, but, you get the idea. This is not happening. Not happening. That Houston-Washington trade is horrible. It's so bad. It's so bad. That idea, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I I mean, I would love to get Deshaun Watson. I mean, obviously, if we get Deshaun Watson, we immediately become a contender for the Super Bowl. So, and as crazy as it seems, like, I think we do get better. But the problem with that trade right now is that, obviously there's a lot of problems with the trade. But the problem with the trade is that's essentially 5 first-round picks minimum for Deshaun Watson. Because 2 first-round picks, Montez Sweat as a fantastic defensive end is worth 2 first-round picks, and Terry McLaurin is worth at least a first-round pick. So you're essentially trading the equivalent of 5 first-round picks. That's insane. Yeah, Yuki, I'll make a separate video talking about that. That'll be fun. Post it tomorrow morning, maybe. Or maybe tonight, I don't know. When I get off the stream, I'll do that. It's already 10:01. Maybe I'll leave a little early to make a video. All right, let's watch the end of this game. There's 1:33. Curious. Oh, Morant pulls up a 3. No good, but oh, the Grizzlies get it back and put back a quick lay-in. Memphis up by 8 with 1:24. DeRozan attacking. Pull up, fade away is good. All right, 6-point game, 118. Ja Morant has it, walking it up court, taking his time. Ja Morant kicks it over, wide open. 3-pointer attempt. In and out, no good. Spurs have it. 58 seconds, down 6. DeRozan. What is he going to do with it? Who is that? And he's going to get the foul. So he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Couldn't wait till it is. Hell, I'll even do Moses, Matt, Fitz in a first or second. I mean, I would do those 3 guys in 2 firsts. I think that's fun. He's getting paid $11 million per year, probably. Who's that? Your reaction had me crying. Oh, yeah, when I first read it. Oh, yeah, when I first saw it. I'll have to clip that out at some point when I first saw it. Terry is worth 2 firsts. You're crazy. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's worth... Oh, wait. Why do I have this up? No, I agree that he's worth a lot. That's my point. He's worth a ton. Like, and I'm saying, just even if you, but my point is, even if you just say he's worth 1, even if you just said he's worth 1, I agree he's worth more than that. First plus, probably first and a second, first and a third, maybe even 2 firsts. You're right. But even if you just say worth 1, that's 5 first-round picks. And if you say he's worth 2, that's 6 first-round picks. I mean, come on. Give him properly want a $20 or $30 million deal. Yeah, total, not per year. DeRozan, fade away, in and out, no good. Rebound. Memphis, and they'll go to the line. He couldn't get the free throw in. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. With a strong defense and a broader base of offensive talent in place, Washington might be a high-end quarterback away from being a legit Super Bowl contender this year. They re-signed last year's playoff starter Taylor Heineke and signed Ryan Fitzpatrick in free agency while not drafting a possible quarterback of the future. And Memphis is going to win this game. So we're back to the Caps. So Memphis moves on to the other one. Oh, wow. Ovechkin. Wild shot to the left. Going way out of play. Defender must have got a stick on that. All I hope is the Saints keep is Marcin, Marcus. Oh, Marshawn, I think he meant Marcus. And Ryan and Armstead. If he takes less than that, we're good. There you go. If we win tonight, we would play the Grizzlies, who Curry just cooked the other night. No, if you lose tonight. If you win, you're in. You're the 7th seed, but if you lose, then there you go. Iron Book need a contract extension. That's hilarious. Yep, I got you, Asad. I understood. All right, Cappy's 26.5 left in the first overtime. Uh-oh. He's left open, throws it at the net. Good defense by the Bruins. Good grief. The suspense. Uh-oh, Bruins. Throws it at the net. Good save there by Simsonoff, however you say his last name. And that will end overtime. All right. Probably not making the practice squad. Oh, that's hilarious. 6 years, $30 million, just $5 a year. That's it. That's all you need. And you have a starting quarterback for years to come, spoiled. Ironbook is going to be a third-string quarterback. You hope. He's the starter. Segna. Yuki, when's Trey Lance going to start? When are you hearing that? What are you hearing in your 49er circles? He has to beat our current third string. I don't even know who your current third string is. I only know Winston and Taysom. Who's your third quarterback? I don't even know. Samsonov. That's easy enough. Justin Fields isn't starting? Really? I think he should earn the starting job before long. Apparently he's a smart dude, too. Apparently he scored high on the Wonderlic. So I think he should start. He has to beat our current third. I don't even know who that is. You only draft him to be the backup. So you say by week 7, Trey Lance is going to be the starter, Yuki. That's interesting. If Book is starting the Saints winning 3 games. The Bears wants to give Justin Fields a year, maybe. Except they don't really have time for a year, dude. You just franchise tagged Allen Robinson. That your defense is not getting any younger. Khalil Mack is getting up there in age now. I mean, you're kind of in a win now mode. You were kind of one of those teams that are quarterback away. You know what I mean? Like, you franchised Allen Robinson. You have a really solid defense, honestly. You did lose Kyle Fuller, which sucks. But, yeah, I think that Justin Fields should start sooner rather than later. I would love to see him start week 1 and just not have high expectations as far as, like, if he doesn't win, it means he's a bust. No. But, just throw him out there and see what happens, man. Would you trade for Watson 3-time Super Bowl? Yeah, I would. I would trade for Watson. I think he is, as I said earlier, I think what he was doing was extremely weird, extremely inappropriate. Definitely not something that should be done to any masseuse. Period. Masseuse is not a prostitute. They don't need to perform any acts that are out of the normal bounds. So to even proposition them should be just against the rules. I'm not gonna say illegal. It's not like you should face legal action as far as like. I mean, I guess it kind of could be illegal, but I'm not gonna throw people in jail for doing it. But at the same time, it's like it should be a bannable offense from every massage parlor, or at least the massage parlor that you're accused of it at. There should be more onus on the masseuse to when act like that is inquired about, that they're immediately required to report it. Kind of like, it's just like a therapist that, if a kid is telling you that they're getting beat at home or something's happening at home that shouldn't be happening, you're legally obligated to tell somebody. And I think that should probably be the same thing with the masseuse, is that if somebody's inappropriately asking for, happy endings or whatever, you should be doing that. But anyway, so all that being said, I think Deshaun Watson, while being weird, is an extremely talented quarterback. He's got some really good qualities about him as well. They talk about his leadership is really, really good. They talk about, he gave his first paycheck away to the cooking ladies at the park. So he's got some really good qualities about him also. He's just got a weird thing. So I would definitely trade for him. Same thing happened to Robert Kraft, yeah. Tim, have you learned nothing from that ridiculous trade offer? Well, I'm not trading that. He just asked, would you trade for him? And I said yes. You're not more built than the Panthers? Who's that? Oh, talking about the Saints. Falcons, Panthers, and Tampa are all better. The fact is that all three of those teams have a quarterback and you don't, which is important. But Saints are definitely built around that. They're a really great team. Go ahead and pull up the score of the Warriors-Lakers game. We're not going to be calling it, but we'll keep tabs on it as we're chatting it up.
Wealth is your first.
The Falcons is not scary. The Falcons are, they're a team that can surprise anybody. We talked about this before. Saints have no offense. I wouldn't say no offense, but it's definitely a question mark. Nonetheless, they still have Taysom Hill, which they won a bunch of games with last year, if nothing else. So it's not like they're a bad team. They just had a bad draft, though. Good grief. Falcons don't got a choke artist as their head coach, so maybe they're better this year. Maybe. Like the time Griz went down and still scored over 21. Yeah, nothing else, then they'll have, what's his name? Okay, cool. For a second, I thought they were not going to show the end of this Caps game. Saints have the fourth best offense in the division. Well, they have the fourth best quarterback, so that's a problem. But let's see. Thinking about it, I do like the... that actually probably is true, now that I think about it. But saying you have the fourth best offense in that division is not the end of the world. Just because you have the fourth best division or fourth best offense when you compare them to the Falcons offense with Julio, Calvin Ridley, and now Kyle Pitts, that's fantastic. Then you have DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and who did they also they signed somebody, I don't remember now. Was it Marshall? Who did they get in the draft? I don't remember. I think it was a solid receiver. But then, of course, they still have Christian McCaffrey. They did get Tommy Trimble at tight end, so that's a great offense. And then Tampa Bay brought back their offense from last year, which was fantastic. But at the same time, the Saints, they're still a solid offense. It's not like they're trash. And then they probably have the second best defense in that division. They did get Terrence Marshall. Okay, thanks. Jameis is going to have a good year, all right, throwing interceptions. Jameis might have a good year for sure. Chuba Hubbard, yeah, we'll see what the rookie can do. I like that Chuba Hubbard pick for sure. Good complimentary back for Christian McCaffrey. Nothing wrong with that. All right, before overtime starts, so I'm gonna go get a refill my water cup. What's up? Oh. The workout. Whose defense is way better? Saints 17th on the defense list now? Where are they putting the Panthers? Bucks. Did you see the Panthers? I didn't see the Panthers. Cardinals, Saints. They don't even Panthers. They don't even have the Panthers listed in the top 20. Interesting. Houston, Lions, Falcons, Jets, Jags, Eagles, Bengals, the Raiders, Cowboys, Panthers, 23rd defense. Look at the score. Ooh. Early lead for the Warriors, huh? Hope the Warriors do well. Still watching the end of the Caps game. Won't end. hope the Warriors win, man. I like the Warriors, dude. I hope the Warriors win, and then all of a sudden, like, Grizzlies beat them. That'd be insane. Should I do a too early mock draft? Sure, that'd be fun. Next year we're better look for Cameron Jordan's successor. But yeah, power rankings according to defense. Seahawks, Chargers, Packers, Chiefs, Bills. Saints are 16. San Francisco, Cardinals, Colts, Bears. Steelers moved down to 11, so they're outside the top 10 now. Interesting. Denver, Giants, Browns, Dolphins, Ravens, Patriots. The Washington football team is projected to be the third best defense in the league. That's fun. Behind the Rams and the Bucks. Isn't the Wizards versus Indiana a fight for the 8th seed? Correct. Tim shows it on stream? Sure. Yeah, if you send it to me in the Discord, I'll share it on stream. That's fine. Saints defense took a huge turn since the dark times. Yeah, for sure. He's decent, but he's always hurt, never reliable. Talking about Davenport. We should be ahead of both Rams and Bucks, but I guess, yeah. It's interesting to see the Bucks be number 1. But the Rams are a fantastic defense, though. Can't argue that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we end up being the number 1 defense. That's for sure. Rams are horrible without Darnold. Yeah, I mean, you lose your best player, and that hurts for sure. I mean, even our defense looks a lot different. I mean, you already talked about it. Our defense looks a lot different if we lost Chase Young or Montez Sweat. Bucks defense a different breed. Not going to lie, this shows coaching a huge factor in football. That's true. Bruce Arians is a good defensive-minded head coach. All right, the second overtime has started for the Capitals. Bruins looked like they were really starting to attack later, and then when they did that last game, they ended up coming away with the win. I'm a little nervous right now. Caps are going to just have to get a nice puck bounce. Wilson throws it into the zone. And gets poked away. Backstrom trying to fight for it. Couldn't get it. And the Bruins clear the zone. Come on, Cappies. Did you know Bruce Arians got hired? Before he got hired, he wanted to coach the Browns. Really? I did not know that. I did know that, I don't know, actually. I shouldn't say that. I don't even know exactly what I wanted to say there. Apparently I don't know what I know. Lols. Warriors still up by 8. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bruins making moves. Trying to get around the net. Couldn't quite get it. They keep it in the zone, though. Uh-oh. Good shot attempt here. Backhand. No good. Too high. Oh, my God. Sudden death aspect of it. Come on. Tim, how your head for... How your head for Russell Wilson funeral? I know, right? CX gonna have a terrible year. Rip. Caps, man, they have not gotten a lot of shots on goal in these overtimes. They only have 35 on the night. They had more than that last game. And we're in the second overtime. Now, the Bruins haven't gotten a ton of shots on goal today either with 42, but still more than the Caps. All right. Good defense. Pokes it away, throws it along the boards. Tom Wilson has it now. Gets it to Backstrom. No, that's 79-19, sorry. There's 19. Ooh, nice hit. Those in the zone. Uh-oh, 14. Okay, good goalie. Samsonov there to prevent the Bruins from getting it. How was the workout, Tim? Man, oof. I am hurting, dude. I am hurting. I am so sore from 2 days ago. And it sucks, too. I didn't even do that much. It's just crazy. Like, literally, all I did was 3 sets of 12 with 135 on the bench. Like, and I failed the third set. I only did 8. So I did 12 the first 2. But what I am doing is, like, I'm not doing heavy weight right now. Like, I'm not trying to go real heavy. So I am doing really slow reps. So I'm getting a good slow workout. Uh-oh. Oh, my God, huge save. There was a breakaway attempt for the Bruins, and Samsonov saves it. Oh, my God. What a save. Anyway, you go alone or go with my wife? Right now I'm just going alone. I don't know if my wife is going to end up wanting to go. She's obviously welcome to go, but right now she's been sick. She actually got a case of the flu. It's not COVID. She went and got tested for COVID, and did not have that, but she's not feeling well. She's actually missed the last 3 days of work. She thinks she can go to work tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, she's definitely not going to the gym now. But oh my God, that was such a crazy shot. Pastrnak almost had it. Oh. But today I did legs, and legs gotta hit. Oh, that man, he 5-holed him, but just went too far left. Wow. Oof. Close call there for the Capitals. Yeah, she does beat me in fantasy football. It's funny. But, yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know what my wife's going to end up doing. She doesn't like treadmills, so she may just, kind of do jogs and walks with the dog, which would be cool if that's what she wants to do. But, yep. I'm doing my own thing. My wife can do hers. When it comes to working out, she doesn't like to work out with me, like, just because how it typically works that men lose weight a lot faster than women. So it kind of discourages her, unfortunately. But, I waited for her to get motivated kind of for a bit, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm done being a fat slob. Like, where it's hard to go up and down stairs, it's hard to running up and down the court playing basketball. I was kind of just done on it, where just not happening anymore. So we're hitting the gym. So far we're doing it 3 days a week. Oh no, the ref got hit in the face. The ref's on the ground. What are they going to do if they're down a ref? Do they have a replacement ref? Well, that didn't look that serious. Did he hit his head on the ice? Looked weird. Like, it didn't look that serious for the ref, to be honest. Look, he kind of got hit in the head at the end by a stick, but it wasn't like direct. It's not like one of those that like went like directly into his face. What's the penalties in this game? I haven't seen one in a while. Bruins win another face-off. Uh-oh, Ovechkin has it, but he's guarded by 3 people, unfortunately. Both teams have 5 power play opportunities, and each one got a goal. Interesting. Uh-oh. Lakers making a comeback. Oh, my God. Another great opportunity for the Bruins. Oh, my goodness. The Bruins are having some fantastic shots on goal. Here comes another one. Threw it around. Oh, my God. Bruins are definitely the team that's, like, leading this game. This is gnarly. It's funny, they're not getting shots on... No! There it is! Wow, it just seemed like it came from nowhere, and the Bruins won. Ah, man. That sucks. Ah, that sucks. It was so fast. He threw it around the net and just went right in the 5-hole for Samsonov. Ah. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. All right, let's take a look at the too early mock draft. Here we go. Spencer Rattler, number 1 overall. Sam Howell, number 2. Very interesting. Wow, the Bengals end up with Kayvon Thibodeau. Wow, that would be awesome for them. That would be awesome. Drake Jackson, edge. Okay, interesting. Know nothing about him. Derek Stingley Jr., corner for the Jags. D tackle, Alabama, Evan Neal. No, O tackle, offensive tackle. Evan Neal, I've heard good things about him for sure. George Pickens, wide receiver, the number 1 wide receiver off the board to the Raiders. Don't even need, they don't need that. That's ridiculous. Terry McLaurin, Pro Bowl next season? I hope so. Kyle Hamilton, safety. Kair Elam, corner for the Panthers. If the Giants end up as the number 8 seed, they're going quarterback. Like, they're done with Daniel Jones. They're moving on. Like, they're going quarterback if they end up that high. DeMarvin Leal for the Falcons. Interesting. Wow, Washington ends up at 13 seed on this board. Interesting. And they get Desmond Ridder. Okay, cool. Christian Harris to the Giants. Giants have 2 firsts. Who did the other one they get? Oh, from the Bears. Yeah, they're going to go quarterback then in one of those picks if they end up that high. Zion Nelson for the Vikings. Zach Harrison to the edge. Malik Willis goes to the Broncos, huh? Interesting. Chris Olave in the first round to the Saints. Justin Ross. So receiver back-to-back there. Aiden Hutchinson. Sevyn Banks. Everybody's got to remember these names, folks. Remember these names. You're going to be quizzed later this week. No. Bubba Bolden, Garrett Wilson, Perion Winfrey, John Mechie. He seems like an interesting guy. Slot kind of receiver. Ventrell Miller, Nick Bonito, Britton Cox Jr., Jalen Weidermeyer. Interesting as a tight end, huh? Josh Joby, Charles Cross, and the last two, it's a repeat. They have a repeat, huh? Jordan Davis and Tyler Linderbaum. All right, well, there you go. Way early mock draft. I think we're going to have pick 18. Pick 18 would put us just outside the playoffs. Well, there you go. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to go ahead and call it a little early tonight. It's 10:36. Call it a little early, and then I'm going to edit some clips out, try to post some vids for tomorrow. And we'll be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, all right? Talk about this game, how this one ended. Caps, unfortunately, lose another one in overtime. Whatever else comes up in the sports world. And thank you all for joining me. It was a lot of fun. A lot of you were here for most of the night, which was a lot of fun. And thank you, Chris, for another good episode of the Chris and Tim podcast. And we'll go from there. And until next time, see ya!